In here is the drop that leads down below the ice sheet and into the dark ocean beneath, where far below the surface, Choi Labs waits.
When you've seen as many eyeballs get sucked out of as many skulls as I have, you bring the vac suit.
Is an influencer known for getting in on the grid and making some of the best hacks TrueTube has ever seen.
This is a sci-fi horror game, so I wouldn't necessarily get too attached to any of these characters.
Go around and look at the camera and be like, there's another one. And I don't know.
Man, this stinks.
This does stink. You're so right, dude.
I'm a 50-something soldier on the verge of retirement, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe.
Look, if I stopped at every body I saw on the side of the road, look, we'd have a long way to go, you know what I'm saying?
Is ready to leave an emotion that you would accept?
I would actually prefer that. I think that would definitely an excitement to get the job done. That sort of positive attitude will definitely help us succeed. Welcome to Dice and Daydreams.
We're a group of rotating GMs that collaborate to tell fun stories.
And today we have a really cool game called Mothership run by guest GM Ethan of Go Buff Yourself and Thousand Faces Cosplay.
Hello everyone. Like Ian said, today we are going to be playing Mothership. This is a sci-fi horror game, so I wouldn't necessarily get too attached to any of these characters.
I'm already attached.
I'm a 50-something soldier on the verge of retirement, so I'm pretty sure I'm safe.
Oh yeah, that's always a good sign.
Yeah.
You guys are screwed, but I'm...
So with that level of confidence, let's go ahead and jump in. A sphere of ice and rock floats lonely in the dark. Its red star a distant smudge. Beneath the thick ice sheets of the planet Merendal, dark waters. And the Choi Labs facility of Dyson Phytology. Your company, which this is already the first time I need some input. What's the name of your company? Knowing that it hires out freelancers and mercenaries for all types of jobs. What's the name of your company?
Oh, I feel like I should have the least influence. I'm the new guy. What are we thinking?
I'm not sentimental enough to be particular about names. As long as we get the job done.
You're the most corpo, Anna, so.
I think it's, yeah, it's where the corp goes.
Well, I was thinking, like, what are those, like, multi-purpose tools called? We could be the,
Swiss Army knives?
yeah.
Okay.
The Swiss Army Knife
Okay.
Corporation?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what's that little doll that you always make me talk to when I have to tell you about my feelings after every mission?
So,
Industries?
your company, the SACCO, Swiss Army Knife.
Yeah.
Oh! Hey, that's why.
yeah.
It employs a fair number of freelancers and mercenaries. They were contacted about 72 hours ago by a black market representative acting on behalf of a shadow client. The client, through the broker, engaged your company, SAC, to find and retrieve samples and data from the Choi Labs research facility, part of Outpost Choi, belonging to Dyson Phytology. When you all receive the mission briefing, the client requires the facility's research data from the laboratory servers and a sealed sample most likely obtained from the sample testing facility. The client also provided you with basic maps of the layout of the Choi Labs section of the outpost, as well as security codes needed to get past any of the security doors there, ostensibly. For each of you, the taste of the cryo drugs sticks to the back of your tongue. Your arm still sore from the stim pack that you used to shake the cryo sickness. Your ship, a small previously decommissioned military frigate, automatically woke you all a few hours ago. Outside, the small orbital portion of the outpost, the Delange station hangs in orbit nearby. And as you all are making ready to head down planetside, where do we find you all, and what do we find you doing? Lua, could you lead us off?
I was thinking so much about the space, I didn't think about myself. So I think Ryder's kind of like the really chill, cool aunt that like gets you stuff when you're like when she's on vacation, but it's like not around long. Like does not build strong friendships, just kind of does her own thing. But she's also the kind of fix-it of the group. So I think she's just got like a little, pencil in her mouth, and she's kind of thinking about like measurements and tinkering with some items for the ship for this next mission. She's just kind of like putting together, very organized, not like I just did, some items for this next trip that they're going on.
Got it. So that's Ryder. Ian.
Hey, I'm Ian, but today I'll be playing your boy Johnny Keys. Johnny Keys is an influencer known for getting in on the grid and making some of the best hacks TrueTube has ever seen. Now, the thing is with Johnny Hacks is he's genuinely insufferable, and I'm so sorry for this, but it'll make it better when he dies early. Johnny Keys has a little cat by the name of Nuts. That he carries around with him at all times. He's got a little camera that he records all of his hacks on. They do a lot of blurring of like logos and stuff, but like, any responsible individual can definitely tell that he's like hacking into the government and stuff. Not a great guy, in case there's not enough, but a position recently opened on this crew where they needed a hacker, and despite his personality, his skills met the challenge.
What kind of cat is Nuts?
Nuts is probably like a little... I'm kind of getting like a big fluffy faced cat, like really just adorable.
Like a Persian, like
yeah,
a soft, okay.
Yeah, like a big fluffy Persian cat with like one of those big dumb squishy faces that are so cute. And so it kind of makes it even more off-putting that he named it Nuts.
In my notes, I just wrote Nuts equals fluffy.
Yeah, perfect.
There's not a lot of context for that.
I think that summarizes it perfectly.
Fluffy
Nuts. Yeah.
Most important note we'll take today.
Yeah.
And we're in. Anna Margaret.
Hi, I'm Anna Margaret, but today I'm Counselor Ingrid Benedict. I'm also relatively new to this crew. When some of the previous employees were lost quite gruesomely, the morale's been pretty low. And so it was a decision made by the higher-ups at SAC to have a counselor on all missions. And so I'm very excited to fill this role. And currently I'm busy at my computer looking over personnel files. I want to make sure that I'm prepared so that I can help support people throughout this mission. And hopefully we'll all make it back.
Question for you, Ingrid. You said you're reviewing personnel files. Are you trying to review the files of your own teammates, or are you trying to access files like of the personnel of the labs?
Oh, looking at the personnel files of the labs would be great. I haven't been given access to those yet, I believe. So I'm currently more concerned with my crew, because I need to make sure that we get in, but also get out.
Got it. And last but not least, James.
Hey there, James Beckett, although today I am playing the grizzled old veteran Cyrus Driscoll, who is very used to this cryostasis situation. This is the umpteenth time he's dug himself out of a cryopod. If anyone gets a close enough look at him, you can see that his skin is covered in kind of dry, almost like pockmarks that are just the telltale signs of someone that has spent many collective years in very cheap cryopods that are not very well sealed or maintained. But he's used to it. He rips off the stim pack, he rips off the IV, and he immediately starts rummaging around for the closest thing to coffee that he can find on the ship.
And closest thing is the accurate way to describe it, but you're also used to that, given how many of these jobs you've done. The simulated powdered coffee is a far cry from what you might hope for, but it gets the job done. And as you all are here getting ready to drop, Morgan, one of the pilots, has also been woken up from cryosleep and was right in front of you, Iris, grabbing coffee at the same time. Morning. The ship that you're on does come stocked with some basic equipment, just general, that if you want to grab before dropping planetside, you can. They have 2 first aid kits, a dozen stim packs, vac suits, and pain pills, in addition to each one of you having access to, if you want to grab one, an SMG, just as standard protocol to have some type of firearm probably, but this is ideally a smash and grab style mission, so hopefully won't need them.
Yeah.
I definitely grabbed the SMG.
So what all, if anything, are you grabbing from these ships?
Can you go to the inventory one more time? Sorry.
Vac suits.
Okay.
How many?
What is that?
Yeah, vacuum.
Probably one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
have their own independent atmosphere, oxygen tank. There are also pain pills, for pain.
Sure.
2 first aid kits that are currently here, stocked for the ship's uses, and up to the ship has 12 stim packs available, but also SMG for about 5.
I'm gonna take a generous amount of pain pills. And is there a vac suit for nuts?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Maybe one of those kitty backpacks that has the space, like.
I was kind of
yeah, the
hoping.
little
Yeah, I was
porthole.
kind of hoping I could have a
Porthole.
see-through backpack for nuts, but
What I
it's up
would
to you.
say that you could do is like a rebreather
Okay.
style thing that could
Okay.
have been retrofitted to fit in the nostrils
Okay.
of nuts.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Yeah. So I definitely have that. I put it on the suit and get a little my end boy.
A full suit. Have you put even a thunder jacket on a cat? Like, can you imagine?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I would say Ryder kind of is just like getting kind of the more dew off of her and just walks over, takes like one of everything because she's got a lot of pockets and she needs to be really, really prepared. So
I will note one thing. A
Yeah.
vac suit is not something one throws in a pocket. This is
well, I know,
like
guys,
You have to
not
wear
the
it.
vac
well,
suit.
it is a huge bag because
Yes.
this is a full with oxygen tank. So bringing a vac suit is a ordeal. Not to say in any way it's not possible. I just
Yes.
want to avoid
I
the
am dragging the
bottomless
vac
bag.
suit over there. If we need it, I will take it out. kind of thing.
100%.
So are we on a surface level with oxygen? Is that?
There, according to the readings you have,
Okay.
the atmosphere on the planet
Okay.
is breathable.
Okay.
Over very, very prolonged exposure, probably not the best, but it is breathable. But there are
Okay.
also facilities planet side. You know that one of those facilities includes the drop lift that descends deeper into the ocean to the Choi Labs facility,
Okay.
which is underwater, and that obviously has its own oxygen supply in
so
there
maybe
as
if we're
well.
going underwater, we probably want a vac suit.
Well,
Yeah.
we are trying to go
Yeah.
in and out, and the drop zone does have air, does it not?
Hmm.
Maybe traveling light, but making sure that we bring appropriate safety measures, such as
Yeah.
all the med kits available.
Nuts can't breathe underwater though, so I'm trying to think about maybe getting a little rebreather for him at the very least. I also cannot, to be clear, but
I'm sorry, you must have misunderstood me. I believe the drop zone has its own self-contained atmosphere.
yeah, I mean we're breaking into a place. Like I got to assume at some point we're gonna be in the water, right? It's underwater facilities.
Look, Doctor, the point is, when you've seen as many eyeballs get sucked out of as many skulls as I have, you bring the vac suit.
Yeah, I like this guy.
I'm just
I don't
concerned that our
like
stealth will, well,
Fair
Cat-
enough.
your cat, though. Your cat's fine.
That's cool.
so it sounds like Ryder's taking one of the first aid kits.
Yep.
I'll grab another one of the first aid kits and
Yeah.
make sure that it's a part of my med kit. I've also got a notebook just in case.
So it wasn't part of my original loadout. Could I have some sort of like iPad for hacking or whatever? Like,
Yeah, just a basic terminal. Yeah, you would, yeah.
Okay, cool. iPad.
not an iPad.
Yeah,
No
sorry,
way has
legally
Apple survived.
distinct tablet for space.
Space bad.
Yeah, it's my hack pad.
Yeah, you have a terminal.
Well, I think before we all go forward, it'd be good to just get a feel for how we're all doing before we get going. How are we doing?
Is ready to leave an emotion that you would accept?
I would actually prefer that. I think that would definitely an excitement to get the job done.
I-
That sort of positive attitude will definitely help us succeed.
Is this normal for this crew? We gotta do like a therapy session every time, or?
It's new, the new standard, yes.
Okay.
Ryder kind of just like looks at what's happening over there and is like, mm-mm, and just grabs all her stuff and like turns away to like start walking away towards where we need to go.
I definitely turn around from the crew right now, whip out the camera, and be like, all right, boys, we're about to drop into the zone right now. We got to do a little therapy talk right now, which I guess is protocol standard. Anyways, we're going to be hitting it. We're going to be going underwater. We're going to be breathing. Nuts is going to be swimming in the ocean.
We're just it's like, we're not doing this. Like, we have things to get done.
Yeah, it's like part of my contract, though.
To do that?
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Is
it
this okay?
is. I triple checked. It turns out that if you break the phone on purpose, you get docked several months worth of pay.
All right, well, just get my good side.
That I can do.
And she like pets Nuts and just like walks away.
I love this. I love this world building that has occurred about the SAC Corporation that they hired this streamer, fully knowing this would happen.
And I guess it limits the marketing budget.
And the budget's going
Yeah,
down.
gotta have advertising out here. It's a competitive market.
Is that why we don't have any coffee?
To get afford streamers.
All going to his income. So,
You're the reason no one has coffee. Enough for them to just.
I just go,
take it
yeah,
out.
no one has coffee.
Cyrus is just
a delicious smell of like freshly ground beans from his coffee mug as he says that, and we cut to the drop ship. Morgan has done all the final checks. You all have climbed on board. As you leave your frigate and head down to the planet Merendal, the drop goes normally. There are heavy winds that buffet you, and before too long, the bright white of endless ice sheets and whipping snow can be seen through the windows of the dropship as you continue to shake and hold on. As Morgan brings the dropship down for a landing, you can see a fenced-off area where you are landing. And where you all know from the maps you were provided, just on the opposite side is this tall cylindrical building that contains the drop lift to Choi Labs. You also see a desolate collection of about a half dozen prefab buildings here at this little outpost, past the fenced-in landing zone. The buildings themselves are caked with snow and ice, but you can see their shapes. Some of them a couple stories tall. The ship comes down to a full landing. The back ramp opens and the whipping, freezing wind of this planet's surface hits each one of you. As Morgan, you hear the click of a lighter, and you see as she looks over her shoulder with cigarette in mouth, "I'll be here."
Yeah, you got the good job for this one for sure. Why'd they colonize this place?
same reason they colonize any place. Make money.
Yeah, fair enough.
Damn, so real.
Oh, let's get moving.
So when we, based on the information that we got for our briefing, when it comes to security, what kind of security are we expecting? Is this like armed guards, or is it more automatic security?
I will say, I also have a little salvage drone that can scout for us and kind of take a little look if we want to have somebody else go first too.
That is a great idea and a
Yeah.
great thing to remember. And to answer your question, as far as you were told, this is just a far-flung research station. This isn't a military outpost. This isn't a place where that gets many visitors. We don't have to worry about much foot traffic out here. This is the only thing on the planet's surface, as far as you know, that humans brought here, is this little prefab base.
And we do
But-
the security codes.
But I will also say, as you all step down the ramp, the wind biting, you see a shape in the snow, just about 80 feet ahead of you. You see what looks like black pants and a blue parka.
So I imagine that I'm probably taking point, since I have the guns, and I don't trust at least one of you to not immediately get us all killed through some sort of ridiculous shenanigans.
Which one?
So I'm just gonna reach out my hand and halt, and I'm gonna try to shine a light on that and see what that thing is.
The shape itself is blanketed in ice dust, but you can see that you are looking at the back of this individual. Do you roll them over? Or what would you be doing to try to shed a light?
Well, I mean, if I can see the body.
You walk up to it, you see it, it's right there.
Oh, poor soul.
Yo, we got a corpse already.
Turn that off.
Did we learn nothing from those brothers in Japan? When we have, I guess I'm gonna just try to kick the corpse. I'm not gonna soccer kick, but
Right.
I have my gun aimed on.
Gun
it.
trained,
My
using your
SMG.
foot to roll over the individual whose face is white gone to blue. And as rolls over, you see a gunshot wound in the chest. And all of you, could you please make me the first roll of the game? Ooh. Fear save, please. So this is just
The D20.
against, panic is the D20. This is D100, and we want to roll under your fear save. I will say, for Cyrus having military training, you can add military training to this.
Okay.
Because you've seen bodies shot,
That's true.
so you can add 10 to your fear save. Remember, doubles are criticals, so be sure to shout those out if those happen.
Let's see.
Oh, I'm so unlikely to pass this.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
So I failed.
That looks like
I
a
also
30.
failed.
Okay.
I only
I
have
also
26.
Fail.
So
Ryder?
So you're adding the big number, so the 60 plus the 5?
Yeah, so 60
Yeah.
is 60 is the
Cool,
tens,
cool.
and
No,
then
no, I got
5
it.
is
Just making sure.
so four fails. Now, just a reminder, whenever you fail any roll in Mothership, you will take a stress point, and those will become relevant when we start making panic checks. So please keep note of that.
And we started to.
You start it too just because life is stressful.
We're at
So it goes 2 to
Real.
20.
Good system.
Maybe if someone hadn't, gotten rid of the good coffee.
So in this first moment of all of you failing fear saves, how does that manifest on each one of you? Is there a look? How do we see it?
There's no reason to panic. There's absolutely zero reason to panic. We're all fine. The mission is still going to go so well.
You're not making me feel any calmer about this.
Everybody
at
just
all.
needs to deep breathe.
I would argue a bullet hole in a human body is maybe a little bit of a reason to panic. I'm just going to throw that one out
The
there.
bullet hole's not in our bodies.
Look, I hate to
Good point,
agree
Lance.
with the kid, but I assumed that this was babysitting duty, and we have a corpse.
Yeah,
So
freezing one thing, bullets
Yeah.
another.
this is a problem.
I would like to take a look at the body
Sure.
and just kind of not dig through pockets for fun, but more so for information to figure out what this body is.
I like
The-
that that implies that digging through pockets for fun is an option in some situations.
Right?
Loot the corpse. The parka has the logo of Dyson on it, Dyson Phytology, and the individual looks like, either died from cold shock or a bullet wound to the chest.
Thank you, doctor.
Yeah, that's the main thing at the moment that you would notice about it. Is there anything in particular you would be looking for beyond
Yeah, I was just
that?
they froze. There's a bullet. We can tell they're for Dyson. So I was just trying to see if there's any other info on the personnel, maybe an ID, something that I can get. Not Chaz, Johnny Keys over here to maybe take evidence of.
Yeah, no, there is a ID coated in that ice dust, and you see the individual's picture on it, and it says greenhouse staff.
Okay. Also, I know we said we were supposed to go collect a sample. I meant to ask this at the top. Did we get a specific of sample, or any definition of sample?
Nope.
Just a location of where the sample would be, maybe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's the thing they are researching here.
Okay,
that you were
cool.
told.
So it's gonna be obvious.
This is not like a place people come just to set up a
It's
generalized
not like we're gonna walk in and
research.
be like, which of the 50
Yeah,
things in
no,
here?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
At least it should be, and if it isn't, that's on the client.
Sure.
You know,
Are their eyes open?
this one. Yes.
I would imagine that was making you so
I'll,
scary.
I'll take a second.
I was gonna say yeah.
and
I think we should.
close with
Just the
that.
frozen eyes.
Can I recognize anything about like the caliber of bullet? Is it something unusual like military grade, or is it the kind of thing that like a regular security guard on site might have access to?
No roll necessary here. More the latter. It looks like standard sidearm in all likelihood. No, nothing here makes you go like, he was hit by a very powerful rifle.
Are there tracks? I know there's snow everywhere, but is it possible to?
Not right. There aren't any. This individual looks like has probably been here for a little bit, and the whipping wind and the snow would make any tracks not too fresh quickly disappear.
I think that the longer we stay here,
Yeah,
the more unnerved we may become. It might be prudent for us to continue on.
I think we just get strapped up and ready for anything. I got this little guy, and we'll pull out my drone. And be like, we can kind of just send him to scout and see if there's anything further.
Eyes in the sky.
Little eyes in the sky, yeah, a little bird, never hurt. But I think we should all be really prepared for anything.
So I double check my revolver to make sure it's loaded, even
Yep.
though
Checked.
that was
Locked and loaded.
Do you have the codes ready? The security codes.
Yeah. I mean, that's all on the pad here. We're good on that part. Yeah, this sucks, honestly. So I'm gonna hold my gun in
So-
this hand. Actually, will make me feel better.
So this kind of begs a question right now. I know there was mention over here from Ryder about the using the drone. Is the plan right now to use the drone to scout out this facility? Because there is also that imposing tower-like building that, like I said, the maps indicated contains the drop. If you wanted to head straight there, you can.
Yeah.
Or you can scout out this
Maybe
area.
We start heading there, but send your
Head a
drone
little
a
bit
few
ahead.
paces
Yeah.
ahead of
Yeah.
us.
How
Okay.
much distance does it get? Do you know? That's what I was trying to
The
look
drone?
at. Yeah.
Oh, plenty.
Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll send it so it's above us, so we can keep an eye on anything. And then I think we just move. I think we go as quickly as we can.
As you send the drone up, you get the drone's eye view of this little above ground section here. And it matches the very simple map you were provided. You know that one of the buildings there is administration and storage, a greenhouse, a garage, and the tall, 2-story building that was a hotel, quote unquote. It's a residential. It's where the people working here would stay. You can see that a corner section of the roof, about a quarter of it, looks like it has collapsed in, and it has the char marks that you can see sticking out of the snow of a fire.
I want to quickly pull out our mission brief. I don't know anything about any violence happening here before we arrived.
I mean, to be fair, that's not something they'd ever tell us about under any
It seems
circumstance.
like it would have been useful information. I'll make note.
Our leaders will never tell us anything. It could have just been them.
Yeah.
It's just real conspiracy theories. It could be just really anything.
I don't stress.
Did we have anything in the brief about when last time they had signs of life on this place, or no?
There was no indication that there weren't signs of life. Everything that you were told was this is an active research facility. You weren't hired to break into an abandoned one. You were hired to break into a place that currently has people in it.
Do we still have communication with Morgan? Can we,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you've gone about 100 feet.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So 100%.
I mean, I'm just so as we're walking through, because I think we decided we wanted to just start making our way towards the drop. I'm just going to radio in Morgan and say that they need to just start scanning for any signs of distress signals or any other communication that might have been trying to come out of the base that might give us any kind of idea of what's going on, so that we're not completely in the dark.
And our drone has a bioscanner too, so it can scan
Good
all through the
call.
sky. So if Morgan could do one section, we could do the other.
Roger that. I'll shout at you if I hear anything.
Please do.
And a laser cutter.
And keep the engine running.
Yeah.
So going towards the drop, and the visibility is bad. We can't see.
Visibility isn't great.
Okay.
It's not blinding, but I mean, you probably have about 1,000 feet of visibility, which means you can see the outlines of the farthest of the 5 buildings. It's not a huge complex. I will also say, are you still looking through your drone, Ryder?
Yes.
So as you are like following behind the others who are walking, looking at your pad and controlling, you spot kind of on the diagonal of where you all landed, near what looks like is the garage building, another shape in the snow that you're guessing probably another body.
Alright, she's gonna like caution her, be like, wait. Loud enough where it's not screaming, but enough to hear you over the whisper.
Oh, definitely.
And then she'll kind of have everybody like go around and look at the camera and be like, there's another one. And I don't know.
Man, this stinks.
This does stink. You're so right, dude. Sorry. I don't know what we're gonna find here, and I think we need to be really careful.
Think of the views, Johnny.
A voice in my head is telling me to think of the context.
We should probably make note of who they were.
Yeah.
I mean, what the badge said, greenhouse staff?
Yeah, my last batch said greenhouse stash, and it said for Dyson. And then what was the name of this research facility?
Dyson.
It was the same thing. So it's their people. So why are all their like? I'm presuming that this person shot you. I might be wrong. I don't know.
Was there another company that was hired before us?
Maybe. On the other hand, the place might be wide open, so hey, let's just do it. You know what I mean?
Do we know where the greenhouse is, based on those maps we got?
We've
Yes,
got to
you
go
do.
down, right?
The greenhouse is one of the buildings here on the surface.
Oh, it's on the surface.
Hmm.
Oh.
No, we should not go to the
People
greenhouse.
just got shot at the greenhouse. Seems like a bad place.
Yes,
It's kinda
that's the worst possible option,
People
I
die in
think.
the greenhouse.
Generally, when someone comes from a place filled with death, you go in the opposite direction.
Well, do we even want to go see what that body is, or we just have no desire? We're just gonna keep trucking along real fast, go back down.
Look, if I stopped at every body I saw on the side of the road, look, we'd have a long way to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all right, whatever.
I too have spent some time in New Los Angeles.
I do think that when we found the first body, it did affect all of us, and we should try to be at our best for this mission. So I would support just continuing forward.
Right?
It's a good idea, Doctor.
Trudging.
She's like the valuable information that we could get. About this greenhouse.
We have a map, and so I'd say that like using the drone kind of as our scout, I think we want to try to head towards where we know
The drop
towards the labs.
100%. You start heading towards this relatively imposing cylindrical building. It's right on the edge of the outpost, but it's a straight shot from where you landed. Don't even have to go near the rest of the buildings. You all start hustling that direction through the snow that's about anywhere from ankle to, if you drop off an area, to like knee height here, and you are trudging along. Pull the door open to this building and step inside. And in here is the drop that leads down below the ice sheet and into the dark ocean beneath, where far below the surface, Choi Labs waits. Where the hole and drop has been drilled and installed, you can still see the ring of just the raw ice here. Just the reminder that you are about to drop far below the water's surface.
I think first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the terminal for the drop and then just do like a diagnostic on it, make sure it's still like up and ready to go, so that like, I mean, we're dropping below the water. I want to make sure that this thing is like not gonna get us crushed or whatever, because obviously things are not going well here at this station. So let me just run a little tippy tap on it.
And the gate to the lift is currently sealed. So you have the security codes here. So as you go check on things, you type those in and they open. The lights of the lift kick on. It's a relatively large lift designed to transport personnel and cargo down to the outpost or to the facility below. What exactly were you wanting to look for here?
I'm just like, in most automated systems, there's some sort of place in which like triggers will come up, right? Like so not only just checking the lift itself and the system, like a diagnostics, right? But also if there's any sort of like, we're about to drop into an area with like, you know, I'm assuming it's underwater, it has some sort of breach protocol,
Fair.
all that kind of stuff. You know?
No roll necessary
Okay.
because this isn't a stressful moment right now. You just look at what information you can glean from here. You can't get full status about the labs below. What you can get is that the lift is still functioning, and the section below is ready to receive the lift.
Okay.
The lift itself, still in perfectly fine working condition. Yeah, everything that you check gives you green lights.
I can't get much about down below, but the lift and the exit port and everything for that looks good. So we're at least good to get down there, and then, you know, what we find down there, that's up to you, military man. But, like...
Is there any chance that thing of yours can access the security? Any cameras, anything at all that could give us some information about what's going on outside?
I might be able to give it a shot, but it's hard because this is its own system, right? The lift is its own system, and then there's a whole thing down there, you know?
Yeah, and that's exactly what your gut instinct is. Once you're down there, if you can find a terminal, sure.
Yeah. Basically, I can tell us that we're going to land there safe, and at least the lift port is not flooded, right? Like, we'll be able to get down there at least safe. Worst case scenario, this thing is fully operational, shoot us back up, we're good, you know?
Ryder's like real impressed. She's like, damn, kid's pretty good. All right.
That's why they paid me the big bucks.
So the lift is accessible now?
Yeah.
I look back to the doctor. Do you have a gun?
Of course.
Okay.
Standard issue.
Is it better than that pea shooter that they give us for standard issue?
No. It's standard issue.
Just stick close.
What did
Okay.
I say?
I appreciate you checking in and making sure that we'll be safe before we hit the drop.
Oh, thanks.
All right. Are we ready?
I
see
do
this
a
thing.
quick
Sure.
little recording, but yeah. All right, we're about to go drop down.
Should we just start going?
Yeah,
You
got
all-
nuts on the back.
Ryder's like in the background, just like doing a little thing.
I lean over and I just whisper, I haven't said this to you before, but if you let anything happen to that cat, I will leave you to die.
I think we all mutually agree.
Listen, I got nuts tatted on me, okay? I'm not letting anything happen to this cat.
Everything you say makes me feel one step closer to death.
That's fair. And so as you all step onto the lift, you get sealed in here, and you feel this lift begin to grind down beneath the kilometer-thick ice sheets and into the deep dark of the ocean. I need all of you to make me another fear save, please.
Ocean's real.
Calm
freaky.
breathing.
Oceans are, I
Calm
mean, come
breathing,
on.
everyone.
Oh,
What is
for sure.
it?
This is a
Might be
reworking
thalassophobia?
fear.
Yeah,
Thalassophobia?
Oh,
Calm breathing.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
oh, why did we get the same thing?
beauty.
Yep.
Ooh, your boy's good. I got a 13.
I failed that.
Oh yes.
All right, so hands up
So-
for fails.
Not only did I fail, but I also got doubles at a 99.
So all 90s are auto fails, and a double of a fail is a critical fail, which automatically triggers our first panic roll. So first of all
bad for
three of
y'all.
you take a stress point
Yep.
for failing, and roll me a d20, Ingrid, to see, and if you roll under,
Rolled a 7.
and your stress is not 7 yet.
It is not.
Okay.
It's 4.
So you do not panic, but this process of going beneath the ocean like this is certainly impacting a few of you.
Yeah, as I said, we're good on this elevator, so like, I don't know why y'all bugging. Like, it's fine.
Being way too calm about this. The ocean is like way worse than space.
Into
Have
your
you seen what
nose.
happes to the human body when it's exposed to the amount of pressure we're currently under?
Yo, you can
Why
see
are
a
you
lot
saying
on
that?
TrueTube, actually. Yeah, I have.
Out
It's
through
crazy.
your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth.
So you all were dressed obviously very warmly for this incursion onto the planet's surface. And as the lift and the doors open and deposit you into a small receiving room with flickering lights and the sound of trickling and pouring water. There are a few things that immediately catch your attention. One, it is warm down here, like 80s and high 80s, 89, 90 degrees at the moment. And so that winter clothing you were wearing very quickly becomes oppressive. And combined with the high humidity in here right now, you all immediately start pouring sweat, drenched. You also notice this faint dust everywhere in the air. It's this rust brownish red color. It's not terribly thick in here, but it is all over. I need something. This is going to be fun. I need
It's a horrible sign.
everyone to roll me a D100, but here's the catch. None of you will be rolling for yourselves, and I will not tell you who you are rolling for. So, hold on to them really quick.
I
Ian,
need to put these dice in the dice tray. We're switching from the pretty sparkly galaxy dice.
We
Ian,
all did pretty bad, huh?
what did you roll?
Your boy got a 70.
70?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This just goes to 0?
Yeah.
That's so nice. I definitely thought it was more.
Lua, what did you roll?
79.
79.
68.
God,
We're so
this is fantastic.
effed.
91.
Another thing Ethan said in the beginning about like, don't get used to us. Yeah.
Our flesh just
Um,
immediately begins to slough off.
Actually,
Oh.
yeah, that's how this will be. Could you roll me it one more time, please?
Sure.
Because
Same.
we actually have 5 individuals down here.
Oh, the cat.
You rolling for nuts? Man.
Remember what I said, kid.
Well, slightly better with an 89.
So,
Why are we letting Anna roll these?
with those
The high numbers are good, right? High?
with those mystery rolls having been made right now, and with our crew having descended down into Choi Labs, that's where we're gonna leave it for this one and figure out what those mean
No.
next time, y'all. Come back to see what happens then here on Dyson Daydreams.
We need nuts to be okay.
Yeah.
Wow, y'all.
Oh, boy.
These ones were doing
Oh,
so bad. I
dear.
was like, I'll go for these.
Oh,
I'm
I,
gonna
I am
dice.
trying
Oh,
very hard
dear.
not to break every time someone mentions nuts, and it's getting